Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok, and Twitter at LifeWithSymone. And let's get straight into this video. Y'all, okay, now I was gonna say something, but I changed my mind. Y'all, bear with me. If I start moving around or maybe lay down, my neck been hurting me all day. So bear with me, but I'm still gonna give y'all a good video. I had to go back and check, like, what did I name this boy? But anyway, let's get straight into it. So y'all remember I told y'all how I had met the boy DZ from when I was with, ooh, I was gonna say her name. When I was with the girl that I named, the name that I named was at the house with the babies turned up. Yeah, anyway, like that. So, okay, this is when I was hanging out with, I don't know why I keep wanting to say Champagne. I was just watching that Kodak Black video. But this is when I was hanging out with Keisha and Alyssa and stuff like that all the time. And at this time, I would hang out with Kiera and stuff too like that. But I don't know if I had mentioned, but I think I did mention it. But like Kiera was the type of girl who wants to be friends with everybody in the world, like everybody in LA. So it was like around that time I used to have beef with people or be people I had beef with. So it'd be like, and she probably didn't mean, no, let me stop. But I was gonna say she probably didn't mean no harm. Who knows? But it was like at the end of the day, I'm not about to be around nobody or be in somebody's face that I had beef with or we not cool or anything like that, because y'all not finna get drunk and start beating my ass. Like y'all not finna jump me and I'll be like, damn. All because I wanted to turn up. Yeah, so I would hang out with her, but if she with too many people, it'd be like, So yeah. So anyway, the boy that I named DZ, he had hit me up and he was just like telling me on Saturday he was having a little kickback at his house or whatever, and that he wanted me to come through. So I'm like, all right, cool. So who I hit up Alyssa. That's not her name, that girl? And Keisha. I hit them up. Well, I hit up Alyssa because, like I said, I was more of friends with, well, I was friends with her, and then I'm meeting her homegirl that she introduced me to. So I hit her up and I told her like, oh, y'all should come out here or whatever like that. We ended up starting a group chat, but I hit up Alyssa first and see what she was on, because if Alyssa can't come, I wasn't gonna tell Keisha to come. Eventually it started getting like that, but that's, y'all see. But yeah, but I'm like, I hit up Alyssa first just see like, oh, could you come this weekend? So she was like, yeah. So I ended up hitting a group chat. I'm like, Keisha, like, you down? You trying to go to my homie, whatever the fuck, you trying to go to his little kickback or whatever? So she like, all right, cool. So they was like, they gonna come to my house on Friday. They was just gonna stay the whole weekend, and then we was gonna do it like that, find some stuff to do. So Friday come, they end up coming to my house or whatever. We big chilling, like you already know what time it is. Big music playing, big playing on my pole, big in the room just having a good time. So we chilling, right? So this boy ended up hitting me up. This boy, I used to call him like my bro or whatever like that. But like, I don't know. It's be weird that we would even call each other like bro and sis. It's like when we see each other in person, it'll be like we say that, or like sometimes we'll talk, but we didn't really ever have like no super close relationship with each other. So I don't know, we just gave that nickname from years back and just kept running with it, whatever. So he ended up seeing that I was posting, I was with people, and he hit me up and he was like, he wanted to kick it or whatever. He was like, what you doing tonight? Like, pull up. We at the homie house or whatever. Come pull up, drink, smoke, all that on me. So I told him, like, you know, we ain't got nothing else to do. We literally was just going to be in the house making snaps, listening to music, probably, like, playing in each other's hair and stuff like that. Well, nobody playing in my hair, but, you know, I'm playing their hair. Like, I helped them out, whatever. Like, but, you know, like, that's pretty much what we was going to do. So when he hit me up, I was like, all right, cool, we could go. And that's another thing I was gonna say, because I was gonna give the exact name. Me and him didn't call each other brother and sister. We call each other other shit. But I'm not gonna give, and not BH or nothing like that, because people will go to my old pictures and be like, oh, I think it's him. And somebody used to call my BH better half. No, it's not him. But people would go to my old photos, and let me just tell you, because somebody did this mess, because I'm cussing too much in the beginning the other day. If you go to my old pictures and you start commenting, liking old comments, baby, I know them comments is there. I deleted everything that I needed to be deleted. You go, people come, they'll go like old comments thinking they ate, they found something. You ain't found nothing. But if you go in there being weird, I'm just gonna block you. I ain't gonna say nothing to you. Somebody went on my picture, gonna comment back to this boy and gonna say, are you from any of her story times? A picture from 2015. Are you kidding me? And then I'm pretty sure when you went to old boy page, you seen that we and him don't even follow each other. So, I mean, it ain't beef, but how you know it ain't beef? Like, you're being weird. Like, that just makes stuff so weird, because if people DM me like, oh, you're on YouTube talking. No, it ain't even nothing about you. Like, it's just so weird. So, like I said, even though I don't have no old comments with me and him, because anyway, he went through so many Instagrams by then, but still, like, I'm not giving too specifics no more, because people be fucking weird. So, anyway, like I was saying, Oh, and then one more thing too. I don't have a problem with people going to go look at old photos to like put a face to like how I look back then or stuff like that, or a homegirl if they sell my page. I don't have a problem with that. But when you hitting up people, that's weird. Or liking old comments, that's weird. Cause like, what if I got a notification on somebody's page from 2014? I'm gonna be like, what the fuck you liking my for? So anyway, he ended up hitting me up. We just gonna give him a name, Rod. It's nowhere near his name or nothing like that. I don't know why. I was just thinking of Rod Wave, and I was like, I'm gonna just call this Rod. So he ended up hitting me up, like telling me to come through or whatever. So I told them, they was like, we gonna go. Like, so now at this point, we getting ready, but he ain't nobody that I'm like into, or neither any of his friends. Like some of his friends, dang, I ain't gonna get too deep with that, cause that's another thing too. But yeah, like, I don't know. Anyway, so like I'm telling them like, you know, who his friends is and stuff like that, because I'm like, but don't be doing the most, because his friends, they do music or whatever. And I'm like, basically like, don't be doing too much. Like they cool as fuck. Like we all went to school together. They just cool. So she like, oh my God, that's such and such. She was like, can I ask him for a picture? Like I gotta take a picture. Like they be playing all the time where she lived at and shit like that. So I'm like, go ahead. Like, but just go with the flow though. I'm like, they cool. They real cool. So eventually like he gonna be cool. Like, so don't worry about it. But I'm like, just go with the flow. Like they straight. Like they real down to earth and stuff like that. So I'm like telling him or whatever. And next thing you know, Kiera ended up hitting me up and she was like, what am I doing tonight? So I'm like, ooh, more the merrier, because I know they be deep. Like they be deep as hell. So I'm like, oh, we about to go pull up on Rod. So she was like, oh girl, I ain't seen him in like so long, like, or whatever like that. But I knew she knew him, because like I said, him and like the people he hung out with, they was like, even still to this day, like they, well, not him, he don't do music, but like the people he hung out with, like their music is well, the boy, two of them is like, you know, real cool or whatever. So I knew she would have known him or something like that. And plus, like I said, she knew everybody, because she be trying to hang out with the whole damn city. So she was like, basically she wanted to go or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she telling me like, oh, her friend, she asked me who I'm with. You already clearly see who I'm with on Snapchat. But I told her, I'm like, oh, I'm with Alyssa and Keisha or whatever like that. She never met them before. So she was like, all right, cool. But she was like, oh, such and such, because like the one boy that, I'm not gonna give him no name, because I just, yeah, but the one boy who did music, the one that's like mainly known, he her homegirl was like you know, back in the day, like when you like maybe came across, okay, it was probably on some like hit it once, she obsessed, and he ain't hitting the back type shit. I don't know, but girl, you not finna like, no, it was just weird. So she ended up calling me and she was like, oh, I just told my homegirl, like she always mentioning him. She always mentioning how she used to mess with him back in the day. He'd be acting funny style now. She was like, could she come? So I'm like, no. Because my thing is, we going to go have a good time. I'm not about to come bring your homegirl that's like, oh, bro, remember you me in the 7th grade or something. I don't fucking know. Like, oh, now you getting money and you don't remember me. I don't know, but I just didn't have time for all that. Like, I'm like, so she was like, dang, all right, well, I'ma still go, like I still want to come. So I'm like, all right. So we ended up going to go pick her up, and we went up over there. The boy Rod, he ended up coming outside to get us. He like, oh, he do the most every time he see me. Oh my God, when I tell y'all, we could be somewhere and like people would see us and they'd be like, and he'd do the most, and they'd be like, oh, like y'all really like family, like. But it's just funny because of what we used to call each other, and it just be like, anyway. So he doing the most, and he like, dang, like I miss y'all know who this is, like y'all know her. They like, duh, we with her. He like, dang, we go way back. And it'd be funny because he'll do a thing where it'd be like, it'd be a lot of people I used to do things like this with, where we'll be sitting here go reminiscing on some shit that never even happened, but we'll be just keeping it going. Like, damn, remember when Uncle Lulu fell off the bridge and we had to go cut his leg off? Bro, I remember that. I don't know why, but it would be shit like that. So we just laughing and joking and stuff like that. So Keisha like, oh, y'all go way back. So I'm just laughing. I said, no, girl, like, yeah, we do, but we don't, because we don't. So anyway, we ended up going in the house. When we walked in the house, it was this boy in the house, the one who house it was. He up in the house, he's smoking. It's a whole bunch of dudes up in there or whatever. He's smoking or whatever like that. So when we walked in, he look at us, mind you, it's 4 of us. He look at us and we like, hello, like, hi, you know, we come to his house. He like, oh, what's up? And he was like, Rod, can I talk to you for a minute? So he was like, yeah, what's up? He was like back there real quick, like for a minute. So he like, okay. He like, yeah, Symone, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be back, y'all, whatever. I'm gonna be back. So we like, all right, cool. So he ended up going to the room, and the dudes that was in the the living room. They end up going to the room too. Only one boy has stayed up in there. So they in the room talking. In my head, I'm automatically thinking like, oh, he probably hot. Like, why the fuck you bring these bitches? Like, who? Like, what the fuck? Not saying like I thought we looked dusty or ugly or nothing like that. But I'm thinking like, he clearly ain't digging us. But it wasn't even on no type of like 7-man, 2-man, whatever like that. We just went to really go have a good time. But no, Lord knows whatever he told them type shit. I don't know. So while they in the room, mind you, he told us when we came, he said, we got bottles, we got treat, we got this, y'all gonna have fun. So they in the room for a cool minute. The boy that's on the couch, we talking to him, but he just high and out of his mind. Like, he's just sitting there. He basically just there. And that man was just a prop, a paid prop to sit there. So we ain't paying him no mind. We see the bottles on the table. I'm like, let's get something to drink, because they taking so long in the room doing whatever the Lord that knows they is doing. So let's drink. Mind you, anyway, if we would have drunk all that alcohol, it was a liquor store at the corner, and you said we could have some previously, so we just gonna have some. So Alyssa like, can I spark this up in here? I'm like, oh boy, was just smoking in here, so I'm guessing it's cool. So she starts sparking hers up. We drinking. We start playing music off the phone. So we playing music off the phone, and we just like dancing and stuff like that. I don't know why we just got extremely ratchet real fast. Like, we twerking. I got my hands up on the floor. We took our shoes off, by the way. I got my hands on the floor, feet up on this man's wall, twerking. If I can find a video, I'll insert it. We having a fucking time. The boy, he laughing because we playing music on our phone. So finally he was like, use the speaker, like use the speaker. So we like, oh, the speaker work. He had one of them old speakers or whatever, like the old big radios with speakers. So he like, use the speaker. So we like, okay, we trying to figure it out. We ain't realizing how to connect our phone to the Bluetooth, and he just laughing, just a high prop laughing. So we like, we gonna play these CDs. So he has some CDs, y'all. We put in these CDs. It's different mix CDs. We just skip it through them to see what we want to play. So next thing you know, we found something. I forgot what the was dancing to, but we dancing, we making videos, we loud as hell. She still hitting, smoking hers. She was asking him, do he want to smoke? He like, nah. He had his own anyway. So yeah, we just drinking. We going back to the kitchen, getting some more to drink, having a time. So they probably was all in that room for a cool minute. I don't know what they had going on up in there. They was up there for a cool minute, and next thing you know, this one boy came out, and he was just like, oh, y'all just made yourself at home. Mind you, it's not the boy whose house it is, and it's not Ra who invited us here. So I'm like, yeah, we made ourselves at home. I'm like, cause y'all in the room being rude as hell, just talking without, like, you know, act like we ain't even here. So he like, nah, like, it ain't even like that. He was all like, they on some like other shit right now. So I'm like, oh, what, they on coke? He was like, nah, what the fuck? Like, why would you say that? And I'm like, I just assumed y'all, any nigga can't sniff too hard around me, because I'm be like, you on that shit? Anyway, so he was like, nah, like, them niggas finna, they about to go, they gotta play. Like, they finna go, they gotta play, so they finna, they just like trying to get shit like straight, like situated or whatever, organized and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. So Keisha was like, oh, they gotta play? And he was like, yeah, they gotta play. She was like, oh, they don't look like they would've, like, they'd be into that. Like, they just don't look like they're into that. So he like, what the fuck you mean they don't look like we don't look like we into that? So she was like, y'all just don't look like y'all be into plays. He like, so we don't look like we be getting money? And she like, no, I'm not saying that, but y'all just don't look like y'all be into plays or whatever like that. So he like, I don't understand. Like, so what we look like we be into? Like, he getting mad, but I started peeping what's going on here in this conversation. So I started laughing. I said, no, girl, no. He's not talking about a play like that. I'm like, y'all talking about two different things. So he like, what's she talking about then? Like, what we talking about? I said, she talking about like a musical. She think y'all finna go do some Broadway musical type shit. I'm like, and he not realizing that you not knowing what you talking about. And she like, oh, that's not what they talking about. I said, girl, no, these niggas not finna come out here and do a damn fucking high school musical scene and shit. So she laughing, like, she like, oh my God, I didn't realize that. So he like, oh, see, I'm thinking she trying to say like, we don't look like we be getting money. And I said, no. So we laughing or whatever. I'm like, he talking about they be in the field. Mind y'all, remember when I told y'all when I met Crazy and he told me he be in the field, I thought old boy was a farmer. So I don't even know why I said this to her. If she don't know what a damn play is, I should have known she don't know what in the field is. So I'm like, they be in the field. So she was like, they be in the field this late at night? He was like, when you want us to be in the field? And I'm just thinking like, boy, if you get fucking attitude with her one more time, I'm telling him, I said, hey, stop getting her like that. I said, she not from around here. So he like, where you from? And she said where she was from. He's like, oh, okay, that's that IE shit. Like, of course you don't know what I'm talking about. And she like, what do that mean? Like, what you trying to say? But I'm like, she don't know. I'm like, girl, no, like, you know, and I explained to her like what they own or whatever. And she was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, we're supposed to put something together, so we just trying to see if we still finna go do that tonight or not, because y'all here, but y'all low-key could stay here or whatever. But yeah, so we just try, that's what they doing or whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know. all right. I'm like, cause if y'all finna kick us out, he like, nah, we ain't finna kick y'all out, like y'all good or whatever. So Rod ended up coming back up in there, and he was like, my bad, Symone, I was doing something. So like, introduce me to everybody, introduce me to everybody. So I'm like, okay, I'm like, this is Alyssa, this is Keisha, I'm like, this is Kiera. It's so hard because I wanted to say all these girls' real names right now. So I'm like, this is, you know, that. So when I introduced, he like, oh, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. When it got to Kiera, he's like, okay, Kiera, she said, yeah, nigga. Yeah. And he was like, okay, like, why you acting like that? She was like, cause you said here, you didn't say nothing to me. You act like you don't know me. Like, you act like you don't know me. He was like, I do. I'm not act like I ain't know you. He was like, it was dark as hell outside. I just didn't see you. He was like, you know, cause when I be seeing Symone, but he said when he called me, he like, when I be seeing her, we be catching up. Like, I didn't even pay attention to everybody. I was just trying to get in the house. You know, this not my hood to be just sitting outside in. So she was like, okay, but you didn't say that when we got in the house. He was like, I went straight to the room. Like, stop doing all that. Like, cause when you was with your little ninja, you act like you didn't know me. She's like, don't do that, cause you already know he don't be playing that. She was like, man, let him know, and like me ain't worried about no bitch. Like basically saying he not worried about her. So she was like, oh, don't call me no bitch. So I said, you don't talk to her like that, not in front of me. Not in front of me. So he like, no, I ain't mean it like that. Like, but no, I'm just saying, like, she was with her ninja, she was with her dude, and the dude they talking about is the boy we went to his house that time who had the paintball glizzies. Yeah, she's talking about him. She was like, when I seen her with him, she act like she couldn't speak or whatever. And she was like, Symone, you know how he is. I hate when people say that. And they be like, girl, I don't. I barely know old dude. I ain't never seen him in his hood. I just see him in the crib, girl. I don't know him. Makes him like I just heard about him. She like, Symone, you know about him, Symone. You know about him. Like, you know. Like, he do not play. And I was like, I used to have a friend who used to say that all the time. She was like, girl, you know my baby daddy don't play. Like, girl, you know, tell them. And I used to be like, I guess he don't play, whatever. Like, but she like, you know he don't play. So I'm just laughing it off. She was like, yeah, he would have did the most. And he was like, yeah, but let him know, like, I'm just saying hi because I know you my peoples or whatever. But let him know, like, like me getting money, he start putting out money. Ain't worried about no bitch. Ain't worried about no bitch. So she's like, yeah, stop playing with me. So I'm like, okay, so y'all cool. Like, stop, don't do the most. Like, don't make stuff like, you know, because she seemed like she was getting mad and he just laughing and stuff. So I was like, yeah, don't do too much. And he like, I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. So I'm like, all right, cool. And before y'all do all of that, this ain't nobody I ever talked to. I ain't never talked to this boy on this level or nothing like that. So don't think like, because somebody I'm like, it be people in the comments that be telling me like, Symone, you don't know this, but you that mad. And I be like, bro, how the fuck I ain't gonna know this? But anyway, so yeah, they just talking or whatever like that. So the boy who housed it, he ended up coming out the room or whatever. So I was like, okay, you finally outside. Like, you finally outside. Mind you, we a little tipsy and stuff like that. So he was like, yeah, y'all made yourself at home. Y'all just opening bottles and all that. So I was like, oh, my bad. Like, was it an issue? And he like, nah, y'all good. That's what they meant to be. That's why they out, to be drunk. Mind you, this man had Hennessy bottles all over his damn house like decorations. Like, I'm like, oh, he just drink. So he probably like, girl, I got plenty of bottles, drink it. But so he was like, yeah, we was just handling something in the room or whatever. He's like, but y'all good? Because I was like, oh, you had us feeling like you didn't want us to be here. So Alyssa was like, yeah, because if you want us to go, like, we could go. He was like, no, only thing I want y'all to do is change that weak ass song y'all keep playing over and over again. So we don't know how to connect our phone to the Bluetooth, and it's like, you got some cool music and then some stuff it went straight to the 60s, so it's like we don't know what's going on. So he like, yeah, nah, just change that song. Like, let me connect my phone, I'm gonna play some shit for y'all. So he connected his phone, he started playing music or whatever. So then he was like, yeah, but like some of the dudes was still in the room and some had came out. But he was like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out something. He was like, cause I think I'm gonna go pull up on this girl or whatever. Not tonight though, but like probably tomorrow. But I need to figure out what I'm gonna put on. Like, what y'all want to see a ninja in, like when he pull up on you. So I'm like, let me see what you got. So we start walking to the room, me, Keisha, and Alyssa. Kiera's still up in there. She kind of like going back and forth with Rod about whatever the hell they talking about. I don't know. So we go up in the room and I'm like, let me see your options. He got like 3 outfits laid out, all weak as hell. I don't know who uncle this nigga thought he was finna be barbecuing at. This dude outfits was horrible. I should have known when I seen them R. Kelly neck braids in his head. I should have known. So I'm like, these your options? He was like, yeah. What about this shirt? He had one of those button-up shirts that look like liquor store drawers. I said, no, don't put this on ever. Don't put it on today, tomorrow. Don't put it on to even play a prank on this girl. Don't put that shit on. Cause you ain't putting that shit on for real. So he like, nah, don't even worry about it. Like, she said my shirt was cute. I met her in this shirt. So I'm like, don't wear it again. She probably was playing. You know when you feel bad for somebody, so you be like, That's cool. Like, you know, I don't know, like she probably was playing with you. So we over here, we going through his closet. Alyssa like, maybe this. I'm like, let me see some different jeans. Like, we putting stuff together. He like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all probably be doing little ass. Mind you, he was older than us. So he probably like, y'all probably be dealing with like young niggas and shit like that be just dressed stupid as hell. Like, I don't sag my pants all the way down. I don't do this. I don't do that. And I'm like, it's not even about that. So he had a hat on. So Keisha like, let me see your hair up underneath that hat too. Cause what if you have to take your hat off? He like, man, ain't nobody worried about that. Like, I'm not finna have to take my hat off. She like, but what if you gotta take that hat off? And he like, nah, like I'm not taking my damn hat off. So why he ended up taking the hat off? These motherfucking braids look like he put them in, brushed them 17 times. I swear to God, Jim Jones' little brush braids ain't had shit on his. Them braids was so motherfucking crazy. I said, oh no. I said, you gonna take your hair out, right, and get it done over? So he was like, man, my hair appointment, like my sister do my hair, like she ain't gonna do that. Like, ain't nobody worried about my hair. I don't know, back in like middle school, high school, like early high school, late middle school, I used to think it was cute when boys used to have like funky little braids, like messed up, like I don't know, but like not today, sir. Not today, because it wasn't today, but like when it was that. So anyway, we ended up finding him a little outfit or whatever. Now I don't know how the hell we on this man bed. Somebody was in there playing the game. We on his bed or whatever like that. Keisha and Alyssa, they on the bed, but like Keisha steady trying to talk to old boy who do the music and shit like that. She like trying to talk to him. So she like looking at me. She kept looking at me. Mind you, I'm on the bed like this and she on the other side like talking to him. And she kept looking at me, but then she'll like hit my feet. Like hit my feet or whatever, like basically like, girl, I'm not gonna say, hey, take a picture with my friend. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So it's like, girl, just ask at this point, y'all having a cool little conversation or whatever. He know who he is, so he know it is what it is. So I'm just like, girl. So next thing you know, we talking to this boy at heart to heart about this girl he trying to pull up on. So he like, yeah, I be thinking she be playing, like I be trying to pull up on her, I be trying to do this and that, and she always be saying like she bitch, she gotta work and stuff like that. So I'm like, we telling him like, oh, well, you gotta just plan something. Like women, like we like when you plan something. We like when you tell us what to do. And he like, oh, y'all like when dudes tell y'all what to do. So we like, yeah, we like all that shit. Like we like when somebody that's gonna tell us what to do. And Alyssa like, put me in my place. And I'm like, right. I'm like, but not too much. But like, you know, but like, you know, sometimes we just need to know, like we just need to know that you gonna lead in the right direction, like you gonna tell me what to do. And he like, oh, okay, so y'all like that, but we like, but not too aggressive though, like, you know, but like, you know, basically trying to tell him like, if you want to take her on a date, say that. Like, stop trying to pull up at her house, smoke her out, and eat her cheek, because that's all these niggas be doing. So he like, what he say? So he like, all right, I'm gonna call her. We like, yeah, tell her tomorrow. Ask her if she busy tomorrow and tell her you're gonna take her somewhere or something like that. So he like, all right, I'm gonna call her. He's like, and y'all said, tell her that we gonna do this. I say, yeah, tell her. Say, if she ask her if she busy, she ain't busy. Be like, okay, well, we going here tomorrow at this time. Be ready. Like, you know, like, but just, you know, do it. We not saying it too aggressive, but we telling him. So he like, I'm gonna call her. So we like put it on speaker. So he like, all right, y'all, be quiet real quick. So the boy like, man, nah, like, just call her. Ain't nobody worry about that. Like, just call her. So he called her. We in a circle. Me, him, and Alyssa, we up in a circle like this. He called, he got on speaker. She like, hello? He like, what you doing? She like, what? And he was like, what you doing? So she like, oh, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm chilling. He's like, okay, what you doing tomorrow? But the way he talking so aggressive. And I'm just thinking like, that's not how he was just talking. Why is he talking like this? So he like, I forgot what she said, what she was doing, whatever. And he was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, tomorrow at 10 p.m. we going out. All right, be ready. I don't know if he said 10, he said sometime, but he was like, all right, be ready. Be ready at that time, because I'm going to come pick you up and I ain't taking no for an answer. So she was like, what? Bro. And I'm like, wait, hold on. The way he was talking to her, it was giving like, whose daddy is you? Like, why is you talking to her like this? And she was like, what? Like, the way he was so aggressive, and he just like, yeah, y'all like when niggas be just tell y'all what to do, right? So I'm gonna pick you up at this time and be ready. So she was like, boy, and she was like, I'm gonna call you, hold on, I'm gonna call you right back. I'm gonna call you back. He like, yeah, okay, and you better be ready, and you better call me back. And she ended up hanging up the phone. And I was like, wait, you took it too far, big bruh. He like, what you mean? I'm like, you took it kind of like, I'm not asked. I'm like, how long y'all been talking for? He was like, oh, I just met her in traffic like last week. I said, oh, you ran her off. You ran her off. And he was like, what you mean? I'm like, because I'm thinking like, this your girl. I'm thinking like y'all been talking or knowing each other for like a while. You met her in traffic last week and she ain't linked with you yet. I mean, it's different. I feel like it's different. Maybe they was older. Like me now, if I was like single and on the prowl, I probably wouldn't meet up with you so quick. But me back then, I meet you today, I'm linking tonight. Like, I swear, it used to be so quick. Or maybe tomorrow. And I'm not saying I was hunching on him, because it's going to be somebody that be like, Simone, stop giving all that pussy away. But no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, we could link. I don't know. Just back then, my younger days, I felt like we ain't got time to waste. Come on. Like, not come on. Because, like I said, y'all be trying to tell somebody what they said that they didn't say, but they said it. Anyway, so we talking to him. After that, we just start chilling and stuff like that. I'm telling him he ran her off. He like, no, she gonna call back. She gonna call back. This nigga blowing her phone up, texting her. She ain't text back. He like, she probably sleep. She be working a lot. Nigga, she's just not gonna respond to you. You're weird at this point. But anyway, we still just lit. We up in there taking pictures, dancing, twerking and stuff like that. Kiara was being weird though. Like, she was kind of being mean. Like, not mean, but like, I just noticed like, if Alyssa was talking to Rod and they was like having a little conversation, like nothing too much, even though Rod did try to talk to them there, everybody I knew, excuse me, but Kiara was being weird. Like, say for instance, okay, how Keisha didn't know certain stuff, Alyssa didn't know certain stuff either, like with certain like lingos and like words and stuff meant. Kiara would be like, what the fuck, like how y'all don't know that, like being weird. And I'm like, girl, they didn't grow up in LA, so it's like, of course they ain't know, like they don't know what certain things that these people talking about, like shit like that. They ain't just grow up in hoods and shit. So like, but she was being weird. Like, I just peeped, it was just kind of like weird energy like she was giving them, and I just didn't like that or whatever like that. And then she kept trying to like get into a ride, and then she talking to old boy about old girl, and he like, I don't even know who you talking about. You don't know who I'm talking about? I could call her right now. I could call her right now. You know who I'm talking about. Like, she's just doing the most, but I just didn't like the way she was really like with the ninjas. I really don't give a fuck. I don't care. But the way she was acting towards Alyssa and Keisha was irritating me, because like they not knowing certain things. I'm not about to sit here and be laughing like you trying to make it funny, like people should laugh at them, like type shit like that. So I'm like, no girl, like I didn't know what that shit meant at one point to either, like this, that, and third. But it just was weird. And then like Keisha, she was kind of like started being more like standoffish, I could tell, because she probably felt like, oh, this bitch, she probably was irritated with Kiera. But like Alyssa, she'll say little stuff like, girl, what are you talking about? So yeah, I'm like, I ain't like how it was going. So at the end, I'm like, but we finna just leave in a little bit. I swear, it was like, not everything was cool, because it was kind of like tension, because I felt like Kiera was being weird. So I'm like, yeah, we finna go, y'all. Like, I'm tired, whatever. So he like, oh, y'all finna leave? I'm like, yeah, we about to go. So we end up leaving. So Kiera was like, who we finna go pull up on now? Like, ooh, can we go pull up on such and such? So I'm like, no, Kiera, we finna go to the house. Like, we just gonna drop you off. So she's like, dang. And y'all, this is how I knew they was irritated with her, because they be ready for a turn up and they wasn't talking about shit. Like, when I say, yeah, we finna just drop you off, girl. Like, you know, we ain't finna pull up on nobody else. They wasn't saying nothing. They was just quiet, like. She like, dang, all right, so would y'all finna just go to the house? They spend the night at your house, Simone? Like, because I would spend the night at your house. If they spend the night, or maybe you could spend the night at my house. And I was like, girl, no, they're staying the night at my house. That's weird. Why would I tell them, hey, y'all stay at my house, I'm gonna go stay at this girl's house? Like, girl, is you dumb? So she's like, dang, all right, well, I'm gonna hit you. So we end up dropping her off or whatever. So now next day roll over, and we getting ready to go to where they came out here for, to DZ little kickback or whatever. So while we getting ready and stuff like that, Kiera ended up asking me what I was doing, but I'm like, I'm not finna mix you in, because you kind of strange. It's giving you don't like them for whatever reason, and I'm cool. Well, she ended up telling me she didn't like them for whatever reason. I don't know. She didn't say. She just said, I don't know why, I just don't like them. But yeah, so we getting ready to go or whatever. We on Snap. Like I said, Snap was my best friend. So we on Snap or whatever. And y'all remember the dude who bought me the pizza? He hit me up. The one who bought me the pizza off Snap. He hit me up. What I named that dude? Darnell. He hit me up and he was just like, what you doing tonight? Like, pull up. Me and the homies, we turning up. We getting up. We got bottles on bottles on bottles. We got trees. If you smoke, we gonna have food. You already know I'm gonna feed you and your homegirls. We this, we that, we that, and the third. So I'm like, oh no, we going to somewhere else tonight. Like, we already got plans. So he like, man, wherever you finna go is not even finna be lit like that. Like, we finna be turned up. So I was all like, well, maybe we'll pull up on you after or before or whatever. So like, he ended up giving me the address or whatever. So we still just talking back and forth. We talking on Snap. So he like, yeah, pull up. Like, we finna have a good time or whatever like that. He's like, I've been trying to see you. You don't be letting me see you. Because he had been trying to see me and I had not linked with him or whatever like that. Because like I said, well, I don't know if I mentioned that. I met you on Snap and you didn't have no pictures of you, big bruh. I don't even know what you look like. I'm gonna be coming outside like, I already been down that road before. I ain't trying to do that. So I'm just like, I wanted to meet him with people, pretty much. That's what I was saying. So I was like, yeah, maybe. So I'm thinking like, maybe we could pull up over him or whatever. Because like I said, he will always, well, I don't like, I'm saying like I said for so many times. I don't know why I keep saying that. But he will always send me food and shit like that. So I'm like, I do eventually want to meet this dude because I could get more out of him, you know? I'm like, if I meet him, you know, we could get a little bit more going on instead of lifts and a little bit of lunch money and food. We get more. And before anybody be like, that's so wrong, y'all, this dude is a trick. He does not care. When I tell y'all more stories about him, y'all gonna think he was strange, because I did too. And he begs for it to be a story time. He begs. So anyway, here you go. He just kept trying to convince me to come with him and his friends. Then he asked me like, where's the kickback that we going to? And I'm telling him like, bro, it's a kickback. You know, kickbacks is usually something personal. It's either at a house, a trap, the fucking bando, your grandma's house. It's somewhere personal. So why you talking about where's it at? Like, you gonna pull up to come see me? Nigga, no you're not. So I'm like, no you're not. Like, that's weird as hell to be saying you just finna go pull up to somebody random ass house. So I was like, I'm gonna hit you. Like, I'm gonna just hit you or whatever. He kept just hitting me, but I started ignoring him because it was like, boy, you're really getting on my fucking nerves right now. So anyway, DZ ended up giving me the Addy. We ended up pulling up. We pull up to this nice ass neighborhood. I don't even hear no music going. I'm like, hold on. We pull up to where I tell her, turn your music down, bitch. This look like they call the police around here. I'm like, who house is this? So I'm texting DZ. I'm like, I'm mad I gave these two ninjas names with D's. I do not be paying attention. But anyway, I'm texting DZ. I'm like, I think we here, but I'm not sure. So he like, yeah, just park and come to the back. So I'm like, what back? He like, the back of the house of the address I gave you. I'm like, oh. So I'm over here trying to lie because I'm like, I don't hear no music. We stand outside the car. I'm like, I don't hear no music. I don't want to just walk to the back of these people's house. They had a gate, so we would have to open the gate. I'm like, I don't see no balloons, no cake and ice cream and pinata. I'm just like, we gonna have to open up the gate. And I really didn't just want to do that because, like I said, it looked like they called the police around here. So I'm like, can you come outside? I'm like, the GPS just didn't even tell us the house. It just said your destination was in the middle of the street. I'm lying, duh. Because what GPS is gonna say? Here's your destination in the middle of the street. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna come out and get y'all or whatever. Cause we really trying to like walk. We was walking down the street. I'm like, it can't be this house. Like, it's just too quiet. We walking, we trying to listen. We don't hear shit. So next thing you know, he ended up coming out. He like, what y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? So I'm like, oh my bad. Like, yeah, like I told you, the GPS it was telling us it's in the middle of the street. He like, no it didn't. I'm like, okay, but this house just, it didn't seem like y'all was having a party here. He like, come on, we going to the back. He's like, yeah, we ain't having it in the front, we going to the back. So we go to the back. They backyard was nice as hell. Like, had string lights and shit. I said, oh, y'all got some money over here. Y'all doing good. Well, it wasn't DZ house, it was his people house, but still, well, he lived there, but still, I'm like, oh, you was raised in the birds, big bruh. But anyway, so we go back there. It's people talking. When I say it's niggas galore, it's so many dudes there. One thing about DZ in his house is that he's gonna have a million niggas there. Like, my sister ended up meeting her ex-boyfriend there. Because I was like, girl, you gonna meet somebody at this nigga house. He gonna have a whole bunch of niggas, and he gonna have a whole bunch of girls too. And out of the 17 different groups of girls, I'm pretty sure he done talked to one of them out of each group. I don't know. It's so weird. That's why when me and him talked or whatever, and we had a little, that rendezvous was real quick. Literally some real one and done. Cause I was like, he just like not my type of dude. Like, he cool as a homeboy, but it never got like weird between us and like that. But like, he cool as a homeboy because it's like, you party every freaking weekend at your house and you be having like 10 million females over here. And no, like even to this day, like last year, it was somebody party that I was invited to. You know what? Never mind. That's doing too much. But he had invited me to a party, but the person who party was inviting me, y'all, and he invited me telling me to come, like, oh, and I'm gonna give me a dance. I ain't seen you in a whole long time. Blah, 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 blah. But I didn't go for him because it's like, boy, what you talking about? When I went, dude over here sitting on his baby mama sitting on his lap, and he over here pulled my arm when I'm walking to the bathroom talking about, so Symone, you ain't gonna speak to me? Just gonna tell her, get up real quick and go give me a hug. I said, couldn't be my man. I wish my man would get off my lap so I could come hug this bitch that I'm pulling her. Again, like I said, that's why he couldn't be mine. Please. So anyway, we walked to the back. It's a whole bunch of people or whatever like that. They had a pool house. So he said the bars inside the pool house or whatever, the back house. So he was like, yeah, y'all go up in there and get y'all some drinks or whatever like that. Y'all could come out, come smoke, come do whatever y'all want to. Just make yourself at home. So we like, all right, cool. So we end up going up in there to go make us some drinks and stuff like that. When I say we went up in there, lights is off, music playing. I don't know if they had that shit soundproofed or what, but like, the music was loud as hell up in there. All you seen was ass everywhere. I love that. That was my type of party. I said, oh, we up in here. We up in here. We'll go back outside to talk to him for a minute, but we up in here. We shaking ass because that's what I came to do. And yeah, so we made us a drink at the bar or whatever. Like, he just had bottles. Just walk up, make your own drink. We making us a drink. And we over here, we drinking. We over here start twerking, throwing ass with all the girls and stuff like that. We having a time. When I'm telling you, a time was had. Like, and then one thing about it too, all the girls that he brings to his party, his house, it don't never be no issues. Like, I could literally go to this dude's house by myself and start meeting a whole different group of girls. Like, everybody be cool. So we twerking, we having a time. I don't know how it is, y'all. I'm twerking. This girl, she on me, like, got her hands up on my back, and she, like, damn near head on my ass. She twerking. This one girl got in front of me. We hold the whole little twerk train going on. It's a time. So during this whole little time, I'm recording, putting on Snap and stuff like that. We just up in there for a cool minute. We probably, I don't know, we was up in there for a long time. We going back and forth. I made me another drink. We still just dancing. We on the floor. We standing on the couches like we in somebody's club. Shoes was off. Shoes was off. And so we doing the most. We having a time, whatever, right? So next thing you know, while I'm twerking with this girl, we getting low with it. We getting low. Her, I don't know why. Back then, y'all, ass was, I used to have a little thing poking out, right? But I used to think I was just so thick for my size. Oh my God. So anyway, this girl, her ass was so jelly. Boom, boom, boom. Just shaking like Ari Fletcher's. I'm over here thinking I'm keeping up with her, and we just having a good old time. Next thing you know, I hear somebody was like, okay, I see you, Symone. So I'm still dancing. Mind you, I've been drinking. So I'm like, hold on. Who was that voice? It didn't sound like Deezy. That wasn't my friends. I'm like, who was that? And I'm trying to think, like, y'all know Weird Dude Control that was at the beach. I'm thinking, like, that didn't sound like him. And I don't think he would hype me up. That nigga don't like me. So I'm like, wait. And I still just kept dancing till the song was off. And plus, I see Flash. I'm not about to never stop dancing when the flash is on. Because y'all ain't finna put that wrong part of me on the internet. No. So I'm still dancing. Next thing you know, I turn around and I look. White old boy out named Darnell. So I said, y'all, I'm looking shocked. I said, wait, this nigga done follow. Is my Snap location on? I'm thinking like, bro, my Snap location on this crazy ass nigga done put up. What? So I said, what? I go over there. I said, mind you, before, because I know y'all probably gonna think like, how did you know it was Darnell before? Because I said I didn't know what he looked like. He said who he was. Like, when I had looked at him, because I was looking at him like, who the fuck is he? And then he was like, Symone, you don't know it's me, Darnell. And that's when I was like, mouth dropped to my damn toe. I'm like, hold up. So yeah, he let me know who he was. Because when I first was looking at him, I was looking at him kind of like shocked, like, who is this saying my name? And looking at him, and that's when he was like, yeah. So I was like, Darnell, what is you doing here? He's like, what you mean what I'm doing here? I said, what are you doing here? So he was like, what you talking about? Like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Come on, let's get a drink. I said, no. What are you doing here? Because I'm like, this nigga. I'm like, what are you doing here? So he was like, Symone, what do you mean what I'm doing here? I gave you the address. So I'm like, huh? He was like, I gave you the address. What do you mean? What am I doing here? He's like, oh, you must be drunk already. So I'm like, wait. So I said, Darnell, this the kickback that you at? He said, Symone, how else did you get here? He's like, oh yeah, you drunk. He's like, you need some water or something like that. Mind you, we was talking on Snap. Y'all know if you don't save the snaps, it disappear. So I'm like, Darnell, I didn't come here because of you. And he was like, what you talking about? Like, what do you mean? He's like, your homegirls know one of the homies or something like that. I said, no, I came here because this is the kickback I was coming to for my friend who lives here. So he was like, what? You know the homie? I was like, yeah. He was like, wow, let me find out you know the homie. That's crazy. Let me find out you know the homie. What you and the homie been doing? Let me find out. Either way it go, he do not care if nobody find. He do not care what he find out. This man has some sick fetish. I can't wait till I tell y'all more story. But anyway, not me saying he had a sick fetish. It's just in my head. This is what I assume because I say stuff to him like, we'll talk about it later. So anyway, he like, yeah, let me find out. So I was like, that's crazy. I said, no, Darnell, you follow me here. I said, you got my Snap location. Ain't no way. You do not know nobody here. So you're like, Symone, why would I not know nobody here, cuz? Like, why would I not? I hate it when he say cuz, because it's like, bro, that ain't even you. So he be like, Symone, cuz, like, you don't even know. Like, you don't know. Why would I not know nobody here? These the homies' house. What the hell? Like, on such and such. I'm like, bro, you not know nobody. I'm like, come on, let's go outside. I'm about to go ask DZ if he know you. I'm about to ask him. So I'm pulling his arm, and Alicia and Keisha, because they was over here talking to other people, they like, what's going on, girl? Like, you good? I said, y'all, guess who this is? And Keisha said, I don't know nobody you know. So I'm like, guess who this is? Alyssa like, who? I'm like, this the Pizza Hut dude. They was like, the Pizza Hut dude, not the people I got into with that Pizza Hut, but that's like, Pizza Hut dude. I said, this is the dude that bought us the pizza off Snapchat. So he was like, Darnell, like basically like I have a name. So I was like, this the dude that supposed to be. They said, oh hell no, what the fuck? How did he get here? So Keisha was like, you gave him the address? Y'all, it's just funny because we having this full conversation in front of him while I'm holding his arm because I'm like, we finna go get to the bottom of this. You do not know nobody here. So she's like, you have me? I said, no. I said, it's my snap location on. Check it. He's like, you're funny, cuz. Like, you're funny. He's just like, you're funny, cuz. Like, you're funny. Like I said, this the homie house. Like, what is you playing with me? Don't play with me like that. Like, what the heck? Like, stop playing with me. So I'm like, no, girl. We're gonna go to the bottom of this. I'm gonna find out if he really knows somebody. He's like, you're drunk, Symone. Like, you're drunk right now. So I'm like, Darnell, stop. Don't do it. Like, stop. I know he probably was really thinking in his head, like, this bitch is dumb. And you would think that. Anyway, so I'm like, come on, like, let's go. So they like, yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. So we pull him outside. So Keisha was like, that's fucking crazy. Like, why would you follow us here? So we go outside and DZ and them standing there and they just like talking or whatever. When we was walking up, this girl ended up like, when we was walking up to him, this girl just so happened to be walking away or whatever. So I was like, DZ, do you know him? And he was like, yeah, that's the homie. Like, what's up? He trying to talk to you or whatever. So he was like, I tell her, cuz, like, she trying to say that I follow her. He was like, why these the girls? When I told you I was gonna have some girls pull up, this the girl. So he was like, Symone? And she was like, he was like, yeah, this the girls gonna have pull up. So he like laughing. He's like, dang, that's crazy. Like, it's a small world. I'm like, so y'all know each other? He's like, yeah. I said, stop playing with me because I felt like he got my location off a snap. Not me playing in this man's face. So he like, stop playing with me. So we just laughing. He was like, nah, that's the homie. Like, what is you talking about? But he's so high, he just standing there laughing. And I was like, damn, it's a small world. He was like, yeah, the boy Darnell, he's like, yeah, Symone, like, you know everybody, you know everybody out here. You just famous or something like that. He tried to say being funny. And when he said that, the boy Control, he was standing right there. He just laughed. He was like, famous. And he was like, she do know everybody. And I was like, oh, my bad. Hi, Control. Like, you know, because I realized, like, oh, he probably mad I didn't say hi to him because he swear we know each other. I'm like, oh, my bad. Hi, Control. He was like, fuck out of here. Like, he was like, fuck out of here. And he walked off. So I'm like, what's up with him? And we just laughed. They was like, you know, don't make him that nigga no more. Don't pay him no more. I said, what's up? I said, that nigga hate me. So Keisha was like, he better stop because we going to end up beating his ass for real today. I don't know what it was about us that felt like, yeah, we finna beat this nigga's ass. But yeah, I was like, yeah, we're going to end up fighting him because he got me fucked up. Like, he keep playing with me. So he was like, man, like, just leave him alone. He weird. Like, you know, he weird. He walking around. He always got a black hoodie on. This is finna somebody. He's finna rob something. So anyway, he just like his own world. But at this time, when we having this conversation, this girl ended up coming back and she just pulling DZ's shirt. She just keeps like, come on. She pulling his shirt, but he's not paying her no attention. So I'm like, oh, DZ, just go. Like, you know, just go. He like, man. Mind you, he real tall. He like 6 something. He real tall. So he like, nah, like ignore it. Like, he don't even feel her pulling him. So I was like, just go. So he laughing. And he was like, all right, like, y'all good? Everybody good though? Like, y'all good? Y'all drinking? Y'all need more drinks? Like, y'all need anything? I'm like, yeah, we good or whatever. So he's like, all right, cool. So the boy Darnell, he was like, well, I'm happy. Like, he's like, now you realize, like, you not playing with me, you realize I'm here. He was like, could we talk? Like, I've been wanting to see you and hang out with you, get to know yourself. Could we talk? So I'm like, oh, this ain't the place to be talking, because it's not. Everybody is lit. I don't want to sit here and have a one-on-one with you. Like, So he like, why? Like, I want to get to know you. Like, I ain't gonna, when I'm gonna see you again, when I'm gonna be able to see you again, take you out, da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, not today. Like, I just want to have fun. I'm just trying to have fun. I just want to do hood rat stuff with my friends. Like, I just want to have fun right now. So he like, oh, okay, but I still want to talk, make some time for me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So I'm irritated. I go back up in there with them. This nigga follow me around like a damn puppy. I gave him my stuff to hold. I gave him all our stuff to hold. Like, here, you hold this, whatever, because you gonna follow me around. So he like, okay, he's sitting on the couch. We dancing. This nigga just smile at me. He started recording me, bro. I said no, because where's you putting this at? You know too many people for my liking. And and the hood that he... The hood that he said that he used to claim to be from was the same hood that 7 was from. So I'm like, I don't know who you know. Just don't, you're doing a lot. Don't try to post me, because the way when DZ was like, Symone, I don't know what he told him about like how he knew me. And it's like, bro, it ain't even giving that. So he like, he tried to record me. So I got up and I just went over there and sat next to him. I didn't tell him like, bitch, what the fuck? Don't be recording me. But I just sat next to him and I was just like, so what's up? Like, what you want to talk about? Like, just to get him to stop recording me. So he like, oh, like, I just trying to get to know you. Like, I've been trying, why you be acting like you can't link? Mind you, at this time, me and Crazy was off again, on again. It was on and off again. And this is why I'm gonna tell you, this man was weird. But we was on our own again, off again stuff or whatever like that. So anyway, we just talking and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm hungry. Like, I just want to get something to eat. So he was like, oh, okay, like, let's go get something to eat or whatever like that. Yo, homegirls, you could just, I'll drop you back off with them later. So I was like, no, I want some McDonald's. Like, something quick, because what makes you think I'm finna just come leave with you? So he was like, all right, let's go. I'm walking over to Elise, I don't know if I named her Alyssa, I don't remember. I walked over to them and Keisha, and I was like, yeah, we finna go to McDonald's. But I'm like, if y'all want to go, cool. If y'all don't, it's cool too. Like, I don't want y'all to feel pressured. Like, y'all having a good ass time here, so I don't want you to stop that to tell y'all to come meet to McDonald's. Like, I'm good either way. But I was like, yeah, but y'all want something though? I can bring y'all back some. So they was like, you sure you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. But I'm drunk, so I'm smiling like I'm good. And here Alyssa gonna say, bitch, do your shit. I said, girl, it ain't giving that. Cause I swear, when we be, I know niggas probably used to think like, what the fuck? Wait, I swear, like, you know when you tell your friend do your shit, it's because you thinking like, girl, go ride it, go that. Like, go do your shit. Girl, it's not giving that. We literally go to McDonald's and coming right back. It ain't giving her that. So I said, oh, girl, no. It's not none of that. So she's like, oh, okay. She's like, I thought that's why you were trying to tell us not to come. I said, no, if you want to come, you could come. But you don't gotta come. So she was like, oh, okay. All right, no, I'm gonna stay. Because she was talking to other girls anyway. She was like, I'm gonna stay. So I was like, okay, y'all good? Like, you know, y'all good? Just... but y'all want to get, so they was like, yeah. So Keisha was like, I'm gonna stay too. So next thing you know, we start walking to the gate. Why when we about to, like, we get in the car and we about to pull off, Keisha ended up running. So I'm like, oh, hold on, that's my girl. She came, I'm like, girl, what's up? Like, you good? She was like, I'm gonna come. So I was like, what about Alyssa? She's like, she fine. She's talking to other people anyway. She's fine. So I was like, you sure? She's like, yeah, she told me to go. Like, she told me to go. So I was like, okay. So she ended up getting in the car. This trying to show the fuck out. He trying to speed off. I'm like, oh, you doing too much on this street. This look like they called the police over here. He was like, baby, this a Hellcat. He didn't talk like that, but he like, this a Hellcat. I bet you ain't never been in a car that go this fast. Nick, what you saying right now? This is a common car. So anyway, he started driving really fast and stuff like that, doing the most. And I'm like, don't do too much with me in the car. Like, I don't play that. So he like, oh, okay, my bad. You scared. I got control. I know what I'm doing. And I was like, I don't give if you was a NASCAR driver. Don't play with me. So Keisha like, yeah, stop playing for I pinch your ass. Like, I don't know why. She was just like, we being funny and stuff like that. So we ended up getting to the McDonald's parking lot. I don't know why. That Rihanna's last album that she ain't never given us another one. That's songs from that album was stuck in my head. So I'm in the car like this. What are you willing to do? Oh, I mean, I just sing it. And he was like, oh, what you mean? Like, what you mean what I'm willing to do? So I was like, tell me what you... I just kept singing it over and over again. But I kept saying that part over and over again. So Keisha just in the backseat dying laughing. And she just recorded me. She was like, look at my cousin. And she just recorded me. And I'm like, what are you willing to do? Y'all, I'm not even gonna post that, because I was gonna say I got a video, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna bleed myself like that. So anyway, so she in the backseat just recording me. So he was like, oh, okay, and he getting the camera. He trying to get in the camera, throwing up. He trying to. I was gonna say, but it doesn't even matter. This nigga trying to get in the camera. Yeah, no, I can't, because I already said too much. He in the camera trying to throw up stuff. So I'm like, the fuck? Like, boy, this is not gonna be posted nowhere, you weirdo. So anyway, I didn't say that though. So we in the drive-thru. I'm like, I gotta pee. So he was like, can you hold it, or like, do you want me to take you back to the house? So I'm like, no, we already like the 4th car and we've been sitting here for a cool minute. Like, I'm gonna just pee outside. So he like, what the fuck? You not about to pee outside? Hell no, you not about to do that shit. So I'm like, yes, I am. So he was like, no, I said, unless like you want me to pee on your seats or whatever. I'm like, it's leather. We could just like wipe it off. And he was like, what the fuck, Symone? Stop playing with me. Like, stop playing. So I'm like, I'm gonna get out the car. So I get out the car. He like, Symone, get back in the car. I'm so drunk. I'm like, no, I gotta pee. And he was like, Symone, get in the car. So she get out the car. I don't know what was wrong with me and my friends back there. Now that I think about it. And when we fell out, I was like, damn, we could have really, I wasn't on no bleeding type shit, but they could have bled me. She over here recording me, y'all, while I'm peeing in the McDonald's drive-thru. She recorded me and I'm just laughing like, I'm just drunk as hell, just laughing like thinking nothing of it. But obviously, why is you recording me peeing, girl? What the fuck you want that in your phone for? What's up with you? I don't even know her like this. I think we just made it to a month of knowing each other, but I'm just laughing. I ain't thinking nothing of this shit. But you know, I should have, I don't know, you know what, she probably never had that video no more, but she did do some weird shit when we fell out. But we'll get there eventually. But yeah, so anyway, she recorded me or whatever, and I'm just laughing, I'm just peeing. He like, Symone, get back in the fucking car. He yelling. You know when you drunk and you peeing for so long, it was like the most annoyingest shit ever. It'd be like, bro, this is annoying. So I get back in the car. I don't know why. Me and her just running around the drive-thru at this point. I know he was irritated. I said, damn, if I lost my food, dude, if I thought I lost him then, I know I lost him now. Because he probably like, this bitch is dumb. So we running around McDonald's drive-thru and we just playing, we laughing. The disrespect. It was this car in front of us, like 2 cars in front of us, and it was a car full of ninjas. And we over here in the window like this. We talking to them like, where y'all going? What y'all somebody's gonna be a dude in the comments gonna say, I would have drove the fuck off on you. But it's not like this was my dude or anything like that. So he can't be mad that I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. I'm just kidding. But we in a window, we just talking. Next thing you know, Keisha starts twerking for them. So I'm like, hey, I recorded her. And they out their window recording. This dude, when I tell y'all, he was hot. He was high. It was time for the cars to move up, and they was getting their food and they was leaving. So they like, yeah, take our number down, take our number down. We took their number down, they ended up driving off. We get back in the car with him. He was mad. He was like, sit your ass in the car. Just sit the fuck down. But it's just funny. Like, you know how some people be like, you even sound right yelling at me. He just like, sit the fuck down. So I'm just in the seat and I'm just slumping down. I'm just like, I'm just dying laughing. And Keisha back there laughing. I don't know why. She put her feet like in the middle, in the front. He was like, yeah, we gotta get y'all asses back. Y'all too fucking drunk for me. Y'all too drunk for me. And then this is me. What are you willing to do? I'm just saying, when I tell y'all this nigga was hot, he was so mad. He drove back to that house so fast that he spilled her iced tea. Cause he was just driving like vroom, vroom in the corners. I said, ah! She's thinking like she's just sliding around the back seat. I said, slow down. But he's drunk. This is how drunk I am. I'm on my knees in the front seat, like whispering his, and I'm like, slow down. And he just like, sit the fuck down. And I'm just like, slow down. It was so funny to me though. I don't know why. It was just so funny. That's how I knew I was drunk. You ever get drunk and then you think about something next and you be like, ooh, that's embarrassing. So we ended up going back. When we went back, Alyssa like, why the fuck did y'all leave me? So I'm like, what you mean? She was like, why did y'all leave me? And I was like, Keisha said that you said, and she was like, no, I did not tell her that. Like, what the hell? So she was kind of mad. Like, they kind of was like mad at each other about that. Well, Alyssa was mad at her. And I should have known. That was the start to where I should have known Keisha was weird. She used to do this weird shit where she wanted to separate it. And it's like, you met me through her. But anyway, I didn't peep too much like that. I was just thinking like, oh, maybe she was just drunk and you was talking to people where she didn't think nothing of it. I'm sorry. Like, you know. But anyway, we ended up staying there for a cool minute. Oh boy, he didn't talk to me for the rest of the night. He was hot. He didn't talk to me. He would look at me like looking mad as fuck. And he'd be like, you didn't take your ass home. I'm taking your ass home. What are you talking about? But yeah, randomly he'll just like, you didn't take your ass home. And I'll go over there and be trying to talk to him. And I'll be like, darn hell. Like, I was just so drunk. Ugh. Them drunk days, bro. But anyway, yeah, he didn't talk to me. And that's not the end. That's not where he ends. Because he didn't care about nothing. That's a nasty. Y'all ever seen that meme where it be like, this is a sick Negro? Y'all, sick. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's it for this story time. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna title this. And I think it's pretty long too. So I love you guys so much. Let me know down in the comment section if it's a story that y'all want from me that I ain't talked about. But I love you guys so much. And I'll see y'all on my next one.